Welcome back to The Curious Yapper. I'm Madison, your host and favorite yapper. This week we had some wins. I'm not sure about the lows, but we had some wins. So last week on Monday, went to the dentist, got a good report, so that was good. I like when the dentist tells me I have nice teeth and that I do a good job taking care of them. So that matters to me. I wish that external motivation or reinforcement didn't matter that much to me, but it totally does. So yay, good report from the dentist. Then on Tuesday, I got to work from home. I love work from home days because you get to wear your comfy clothes and I just feel more relaxed. I still get stuff done, but I feel more relaxed. Then I got to go on a walk with Evan at lunch, and then we also got to go on a walk that evening, so that was really nice to move our bodies and still get outside. Then Wednesday, my love language in a work setting is the words of affirmation, and so I got some recognition on our platform, and that made me feel seen, and me and my little team have been busting our butts, so it felt very good to be recognized for that. Then on the way home, stopped at Trader Joe's to get some snacks. I got some mint stars. They're so delicious if you haven't had them. I think I showed them a couple weeks ago. The mint stars were delicious. Also got some peanut butter cups. So that meant the next day I got to go around the desks and let people have their choice of a snack. So the next day I led a training for a new process, and that went well and I got good feedback on that. So that also made me feel great. Then later that afternoon I had a goals meeting with my manager, and we just reviewed all the stuff that had happened in 2025. I cannot even believe all that's happened in 2025. All the highs, all the lows. Maybe one of my episodes needs to be a recap of 2025. It's baffling how much I did at work, but also personally. I moved across the country. I changed roles officially once, but kind of twice. And that was interesting as well. So lots of change, and in that meeting my manager was able to highlight all that I had done this year, which was, I had just considered the last 5 months with a real title change. But whoa, what about the other 7 months? So that was a really good meeting. I appreciated her recognition, reflection of the whole year and not just the last 5 months. And then when I got home, I watched the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion. I was expecting it to be longer than an hour, and I was expecting it to be a little bit more messy. It still seemed like, yes, they had disagreements and conflict. They didn't let it get wildly ugly. The host, Stassi, did end up redirecting them and making them kind of stop. So I was kind of ready for more escalation. Again, I love the reality TV. It just makes me feel like I turned off my brain. I don't want drama in my life, but if I can watch your drama, I'm so there. Then that takes us to Friday, and Friday was really exciting because I printed off some pictures, because back behind me, I want to decorate the wall and do a flower photo wall. And so I had photos come and be delivered off of things that I've done. So it's going to be a 3x3, and so that's a picture of some moss on a tree. All of these I took, and all of these are photos since we moved to the Pacific Northwest. This is from a dahlia farm. These are leaves with the season change. We're going for very colorful because that's who I am. Then I absolutely loved all of the hydrangeas this spring. I can't believe, there'll be hydrangeas as big as my head. So I loved the hydrangeas, so I needed to get that. This was from a peony farm. And so that was really beautiful. This was from a fruit and tree orchard about an hour away from us. Got this pretty flower. This one is from a hike when Evan's family came to town, so the leaves were changing. This was when my friend came to town and we went to a pumpkin patch, but there's a beautiful sunflower. And if you can see, there's some bees in it, so we got some pollinators. And then the last one, which I love, 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 is this pumpkin. This fun little pumpkin from the pumpkin patch that I went to with my friend and Evan's family. So I'm so excited. I need to do the actual math to get it in the correct dimensions. I haven't decided if I'm gonna center it on the bed or center it on the wall, but I actually am gonna do a hybrid of both, where it's kind of extends a little bit past the bed to balance the wall, but not just be for the bed, because then it'll look weird. Anyways, so that was really exciting, and I'm glad that I finally got the prints to that. And I'm excited to make this room a little cozy, and cozy might not be the right word, but personalized and Madison with all the colors. So excited to do that. Then Friday night was my Swoop group, which is the game group that I have been a part of since probably May, June of this past year. And we had our Christmas potluck. So I made Rolo pretzels, which is a pretzel, and then it has the Rolo and then an M&M on top, and you put the Rolo and the pretzel in the oven, melt it, and then you smush it down and have it with the M&M. And it seemed like not a lot of people in that group had those before, so they really enjoyed them. They're the perfect bite-sized snack. You just graze around and you have one. So that was exciting on Friday. Got to try different foods. And I also made pepperoni rolls with Rhodes rolls. Delicious. It makes you seem like you spent all day with yeast rolls and you didn't do it. You just had them rise from the freezer. Highly recommend. Then I stayed out late. I was there until 10:30, which is wild for me because I'm in bed by 8:30. So that was that evening. Got home, crashed, zonked out in bed. Saturday, slept in. I keep waking up at the normal time, and about 5 something I'm up, but I can roll over and keep sleeping and dozing. So I did. And then I was just coming out of sleep and I got a FaceTime call from my sister. So I got to FaceTime her pretty much waking up. And so that was fun to catch up with them and see all that they were doing. They had a busy weekend. And so that was just fun to hear about. Then I also had gotten a bookcase delivered. It's a circular bookcase, came with 6 different levels, and I had to build it. It gave me the circles, it gave me all the screws, but I built it with all of the different slats. And so I have a bookcase, a spiral bookcase that turns around. I have books and plants on it, so that was exciting. Then Evan and I went on a long walk. It was beautiful weather this weekend. We saw the sun, and then we that evening had a Taco Bell dinner and watched Landman because the new season's out. So got to do that. Then yesterday, it was another sleep-in day for me, and the sun was out and it was so beautiful once again. And we went on another long walk. I read and finished one of my books. I read The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. It was good. I did not predict it, and I love being surprised by books, so I would recommend. And then Evan made us awesome Cobb salads and also vegetable stew for dinner. So we actually have that tonight for dinner, which is delicious. And then we also got to watch our favorite podcast, The Necessary Conversation. And the whole family was in Oklahoma to record this past episode. And it was just really fun to watch them do it. And then today, back at work, and wanted to stay cozy in my bed and my blankets and stuff, and I had a later lunch than anticipated, so I got to read some of my new book. I'm reading another Alice Feeney book, so we'll see if I enjoy that one or not. And it was a busy day, Then on my way home, chatted with my dad, got to catch up on what's going on. And we were talking about the time of when the sun goes down. And back in Texas, it's about 5:30, but here I think it's a whole hour earlier, about 4:30. And today it was not the sunshine, and it's starting to really rain. And I left work at 3:30 and it was already dark. So I can definitely tell that we're approaching the winter solstice. So after December 21st, though, that means that there will be more sun will start to increase. So anyways, we'll see. I was also chatting with coworkers saying that the weekend was so sunny and beautiful that I was surprised I wasn't already like depressed at this point of the year. And they said, oh, just wait, Madison. And today being dark, getting off work at 3:30, I understand. So we will see how that goes. Keep me in mind. Send the good vibes. Send the brain chemistry to be correct. Trying to actively move my body because I know that that helps my mental health. So I chase that for that reason, to help my brain know that we're okay, we can move. I am so thankful for the ability to move my body. Sometimes I can tell that I'm stiff and more motivation to move. Period, the end. So yappers, thanks for the yap sesh. I hope you have a wonderful week. Move your body in whatever way makes you feel good. That's what it's about. And keep in mind how your brain is interacting with that, because I know that that helps me, digestion, brain health. So anyways, I hope you have a wonderful week. You've got this, and bye.